Today we're going to break down a tool that is trying to fundamentally change how we interact with our computers. It's called Wispr Flow, and it has a really bold mission to get you to ditch your keyboard for good. All right, let's get into it.
So think about this for a second. How fast can you think? Probably a lot faster than you can type, right? Well, Wispr Flow lets you capture your thoughts at over 175 words per minute. We're not just talking about simple dictation here. This is about moving at the speed of thought.
And this slide just lays out the core problem perfectly. You know, most of us, most professionals, we type somewhere between 40 and 80 words per minute. It's this fundamental bottleneck between the ideas in our head and actually getting them into a document or an email or even a line of code. Wispr Flow just shatters that barrier, more than doubling that speed.
So what is this tool that's making such massive claims? I'll tell you right now, it's not just another dictation app like the one you've got on your phone. It's something way more integrated.
The team behind Wispr Flow actually calls it a voice OS. And I want you to think about that term for a moment. It operates at the system level. That means it works literally everywhere. Your code editor, your project management tool, your messaging apps. You don't open Wispr Flow. It's just this new layer that enhances your entire computer.
Now, the origin story here is really interesting. Wispr AI didn't actually start with this software. Back in 2021, they had this huge moonshot goal, building a hardware device for thought to text. But they realized the software was ready to go, even if the hardware was years away. So in 2024, they made a massive pivot, launched Wispr Flow just on macOS, and it just blew up. That one strategic move took them from a sci-fi dream to a tool that we can all use right now.
And yeah, the market has absolutely taken notice. We're talking $81 million in funding from some of the biggest names out there, like Menlo Ventures and Notable Capital. That gives Wispr AI the firepower to chase that really ambitious vision of becoming a true voice operating system.
So how do they actually pull this off? How does it feel so seamless, so instant? Well, it all comes down to a really smart architecture. Let's kind of peel back the layers here.
Okay, at its core, it's a hybrid model. There's a tiny, lightweight app that lives on your computer. Its only job, really, is to listen for you to press a hotkey and then capture your voice. All the heavy lifting, the transcription, the AI magic, that happens in the cloud on these super powerful GPUs.
This breaks it down beautifully. You hold down a hotkey and your voice instantly streams to their servers. An ASR engine, that's just automatic speech recognition, transcribes it. But here's the secret sauce. An LLM, a large language model, then cleans it all up. It zaps all your ums and ahs, it corrects your grammar, and it even formats the text based on where your cursor is. Then finally, that polished text gets injected right into your app.
And the most crucial part is this. There is absolutely zero copy-pasting involved. The text just appears. This keyboard injection pattern is what makes it feel like magic. It basically bypasses the clipboard and pretends to be a virtual keyboard, so it works in any text field anywhere on your computer.
Now, for this to feel natural, it has to be fast. And it is. The entire round trip, from the moment you finish speaking to the text appearing on your screen, is engineered to be under 700 milliseconds. That's faster than you can blink, and it's absolutely critical for keeping you in that state of flow. Okay, so the tech is seriously impressive. But how does this actually change the way we get our work done? Let's dive into some real-world use cases for professionals like us.
For developers, this is an absolute game changer. They've started calling it vibe coding. So instead of tediously typing out all your comments and documentation, you can just speak your intent naturally in plain English. Wispr Flow is smart enough to know you're in a code editor like VS Code, and it formats it perfectly.
And this isn't just a gimmick that people try once and forget. Just look at this data. After just 6 months, their power users are creating almost 3/4 of all their text using Wispr Flow. It doesn't just supplement the keyboard. For a lot of people, it's becoming their main way of writing.
You know, the tool's versatility is really its biggest strength. Project managers are using it for async stand-ups, just dictating a quick, perfectly formatted update right into Slack. You've got leaders clearing out their inboxes while walking around the office, just turning their spoken thoughts into polished email replies. It adapts to your workflow, not the other way around.
And this slide on retention, well, it tells the whole story. An 80% 6-month retention rate is it's almost unheard of for a productivity app. Once this thing gets woven into your daily workflow, it becomes incredibly hard to let go of. It's what you call sticky.
So where does a tool this ambitious even go from here? Well, the plan is about a whole lot more than just perfecting dictation.
First, let's just get a sense of where it sits in the market.
Unlike a tool like Superwhisper, which is all about offline local processing for privacy, Wispr Flow is betting on the power of cloud AI to be smarter. And unlike Otter.ai, which is purpose-built for meetings, Wispr Flow is this universal tool for creating text anywhere. Its superpower is that deep, system-wide integration.
The company's master plan is laid out in these 3 phases. Phase 1, ubiquity, is pretty much done, getting apps on every major platform. Phase 2, though, that's the big leap. Voice to action. This is where it goes from a tool that writes what you say to a tool that does what you say. And Phase 3 brings them full circle, right back to hardware, integrating all this intelligence into things like wearables.
So here's the really crucial takeaway. Wispr Flow isn't about replacing a developer or a project manager. It's about removing friction. Think of it as an augmentation tool that frees up your brain power, letting you focus on the hard problems that actually matter, not on the mechanics of typing.
And all of this leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. As tools like Wispr Flow make voice a genuinely fast and viable interface for serious professional work, we're not just changing a habit. We might be fundamentally rewiring our entire relationship with the technology we use every single day. What does a world look like where talking to our computers is actually more efficient than touching them?